I've been filming music videos for a long time, and in this video, I've compiled a handful of my favorite creative shots that you can try in your next video project. Let's get it. The first shot is going to be the snore cam. This is when the camera is mounted to your talent's body and it just gives such a unique perspective. I find that the snore cam does a really great job of showing loneliness, disorientation, and also a sense of freedom of the madness that's happening around your talent. Grab your tripod, mount your camera to your tripod, and spread out the legs. And you basically just brace the legs on the midsection of your talent and have them hold the camera on in front of them. And it's really just as simple as that. You as the camera operator can also be behind the camera holding the camera so they won't have to bear all that weight. And this will also allow them to be able to use both of their hands as well. The next one is going to be the shutter drag. And I like this technique a lot because it gives you little micro spurts of footage that you can use for transitional shots throughout your videos to get rid of those jarring hard cuts that you might see. This is another really simple technique. All you need to do is drop your shutter speed below 1/50th of a second while you're filming at 24 frames per second. I find that anything around 1/8 and below works really great for this effect, but feel free to experiment to get the effect that you're going for. Whenever I'm doing this, I just have my artists do whatever they just did, but I film it with the lower shutter speed, and it just makes it so easy for me to get transitional shots. I film them doing B-roll, I film shots of lights to get light streaks, and then in post, what I'll do is I'll either speed these up, add flash transitions to them, or adjust the blend mode to like screen or something. It makes your transitions for your projects really dope. I like this a lot. You should definitely try it out on your next project. The next effect is one of my favorites, and this is the slow motion performance. This is when in music videos you see the artist performing, their body's in slow motion, but their mouth is still on sync with the song. And this is a complex effect to do, but I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible. Basically what you're looking to do is speed up the song, have the artist perform that song in that sped up tempo at a higher frame rate, and then in post you're gonna conform that higher frame rate down to 24 frames per second. I'll put up a diagram on the screen to show you guys exactly how you should do it, but you can just grab the song, drop it into your editing program, adjust the song to whatever speed is here on this diagram. Then once you get the set and you go to shoot it, choose the correct frame rate, and then in post you conform that back down to 24 frames per second, and it should match up perfectly. I've done this a ton for music videos. I like it a lot. It works really well for R&B music videos. And if you just want a slower vibe to give like a different alternative perspective, I think that this is a really great option. The next one is gonna be a high angle. I like these because this perspective is also very unique. Whenever you see video projects, you tend to see the straight on or like the down low angle looking up, but these really high in the air perspectives are so unique because you really don't see them that often. One way you can do it is just take a tripod and raise it as high as possible and aim it down. This does an okay job of it. Like, you get the perspective that you need, but if you want to take it higher, you want to get like an overhead mount, you can grab your C-stand, grab a grip arm, and then add a grip head to that with a spigot on it. You can attach your camera straight to that spigot, or you can attach a ball head to it and then attach your camera to the ball head to be able to adjust the angle of your shot. I know this sounds kind of complex, but this is a very simple thing once you break it down. And from here, you can raise the camera way higher, you can get more unique perspectives. But the thing that I've been using recently that just takes the shot to another level is a junior boom arm. The same concept with using a grip head and a spigot, but the junior boom arm goes so much higher in the air and it goes so much further from the stands. You can get crazy creative shots with this. I love this. And I'll leave a link in the description for anybody who might be interested in picking up one of these stands. I love these stands though because they work for many other pieces of filmmaking gear other than just doing creative shots like this. It's a really useful tool to have in your kit. But I love the high up angle. It's so unique. You add some digital zoom ins and zoom outs in post. It makes it feel like it's a security camera sometimes. It's a unique perspective, I like it. Another way you can get this shot as well, which I forgot to mention, is you can just take like a ladder, put your tripod on the ladder, and then raise it up as high as possible. And this also gives you a very elevated look that won't require you to get the junior boom arm. The next creative shot is the car mount shot. I also love the car mount shot, and unfortunately this does require you to get another piece of gear, but lucky for you, I've done reviews on cheaper car mount alternatives that you can try out that work perfectly fine for mirrorless and DSLR cameras with lighter lens setups. Anywhere from $40 to $80 to even up to $200, all really great options. So if you need a car mount, make sure to click the link down in the description to check out that video, and also it'll be links to those car mounts as well. I love car mount shots though because this is also a very unique perspective. You can get shots straight through the windshield of your talent. You can get shots through the driver window, through the passenger window. You can mount the car mount to the sunroof to get that unique perspective looking out into the front of the car. It's just something you don't see all the time. And it's very inexpensive for you to be able to get shots like this, which I think a lot of people don't really think about. They see these shots, they think that they're super high budget, but I've actually found some really budget options for you to be able to get simple shots like this and also still have the safety to be able to make sure your camera's not falling off onto the ground as well. The next shot is the frame split. Now this one right here is dope because it doesn't actually require you to do anything while you're shooting that's different. You can do all of this in post. This is you just basically cropping your footage in post to fit in different frame sizes for the overall frame of the entire project. They do have different effects that make this process a lot easier with like drag and drop for motion VFX, but you don't need that. You can just pull up the horizon inside of your editing program to show the different quadrants on your frame, and you can just resize your clips and adjust the crop to fit into those different quadrants. I did this on a music video and I loved it. I thought ahead for it, so it makes a little bit more sense cohesively. But like I said, you can do this with anything. You can get really creative with it, like the Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem video where they literally just drop frame on top of frame on top of frame in different random sizes, and it just turned out really dope as well. I think that just adding that to your video adds an additional pop of interest to the shots. And if you're interested in learning more about the entire process of making music videos, I just uploaded this behind the scenes video, which is really dope and very in-depth and a lot of game in it. Check it out. Next, you will not be disappointed. All right, drop this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I'm out, y'all. Peace.